poking out my head through open windows, 'cause that's what I feel like.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I've decided that this vlog, I thought I'd do a little spend a week with me kind of vibe. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm like, obviously the bad bits I can't show you because I'm never well enough to film, but I will try and film little bits each day. Today happens to be a better day, and luckily it coincides with when my mum's birthday is. So we did presents and things this morning, which was really nice. And then we are just going out to lunch with one of my mum's friends at a really nice local pub. And I was just trying to decide what to wear. So I'm not sure whether my jean jacket clashes in a good way or a bad way with what I'm wearing, but I'll just flip the camera around and I'll show you. So I bought this dress from Nobody's Child last year in the sale, and I had to replace all the buttons because the buttons were too small. They matched the dress and they kept popping open, so as you can imagine that wasn't very good. And then I've just gone for a really bright red lip because I got a new lipstick from the Body Shop, which I love. Got a high half pony going on, and then I thought maybe I'd pair it with this jean jacket, and I know the orange isn't anywhere in the dress, but I think it looked kind of cool. I'm going to wear some little gold sandals. So yeah, I've just got some like gold rings on and some little gold earrings, just like blingy but not too much, I think. So yeah, that's what I've gone for, and unless my mum comes downstairs and says it looks awful, that's what I'll be wearing today. I'll try and take you along to the pub with me. I'll see how I go with that, because I'm feeling a bit wobbly, but well enough I think to go out, but we'll see how it goes with filming. And obviously I just want to have a nice time with my mum and her friend. I don't want to be whipping out the camera and making her pose and film on her birthday, but we'll see how that goes. But this is day one. It's a Sunday in June, and it's day one of my weekly vlog. So I really hope you enjoy spending the week with me. Change of plan. I've gone with the cardigan. Was told the jean jacket didn't look good, so I went for more of a neutral look. So now we're ready to go. We've just arrived at the pub and we've come to the back car park because I think I might be able to access the tables that way. So I've just sent my mum in to find out. We can definitely get to the picnic bench type tables, but that wouldn't be very comfortable for me. So we'll just see what happens, where we can access to have a nice lunch.
I'm falling to pieces in my room. Are you coming over? That's cool. I could use a little something to do. We could go outside, take a little ride if you want to. That's cool. I did what I was supposed to. There's nothing left for me to.
It's the next day, it's Monday, and as you can see, this is a recovery day. I pushed myself quite hard yesterday because it was Mum's birthday, so I didn't just want to sort of disappear into my room as soon as possible. So when we got back from the pub, I did sit outside with my mum and her friend for a bit, which was lovely. I was really struggling and I wasn't having the best of days yesterday, as it turned out. But I made it through. I slept for a few hours last night, and I'm just trying to get through today with lots of cups of tea and hot water bottles, even though it's probably sunny outside. I have no idea because I'm just in a dark room and I am watching TV on my tablet. So it's Tuesday and I've just had my decaf coffee and my 100% chocolate. And then I was just having a little look at my cookbook, Baked to Perfection, that I got for Christmas. Baked a few things out of it now. it's all gluten free, and then I adapt it to dairy free and refined sugar free. We need a cake for this week, so I was just having a look to see which one I'd like Mum to bake. And I mean, she might not agree, but I was thinking these brownies, they're called fudgy cocoa brownies, and they don't actually have any melted chocolate in them. They're just cacao powder for the chocolate. And sometimes when we cook with 100% chocolate to keep sugars level, it like makes a nice brownie, but it's not amazing. So maybe trying one that doesn't have added melted chocolate in might work quite well. So yeah, that was really my activity. Sorry, my coffee cup just fell over on the bed. That was really my activity for today. And this afternoon, after lunch, I've got a massage, which, well, it could be reflexology, I haven't decided yet, but usually go for massage. And I think that will help. That always helps, 99% of the time. Me a lot. So I will get ready for that later after I've had a nice lunch. So I might update you later on as to how I'm feeling, but I'm feeling pretty rough. I did my heart rate monitor, which measures my heart rate variability this morning. I think it said 3, a 10 is the best. So usually on my best day I'm a 5. 3's in the danger zone, so I really need to rest. But hopefully tomorrow I might be a bit more stable on that, maybe gone up to 4 if I'm lucky. But we'll see how I do with my massage. I will update you later. These are the amazing fudgy chocolate orange brownies Mum made. So we made 16 instead of 12. And although they're quite high in sugar, it's nice to have a lovely treat. It is unrefined sugar, which doesn't hurt my stomach and my bladder like normal sugar. So there they are, the most delicious brownies we've made for a while. I am just going for my daily walk that I haven't been able to do for a couple of days, down to the end room. Just gives my body a bit of movement when I can't really do much else and I'm well enough. And just to expose myself to a little bit of light in here. But the exciting thing is I've just been told that something really exciting has just arrived in the post. So I'm going to get Mum to bring it in here so I can open it in here. And I'll show you all in a minute and I will explain because I think you'll all be interested to see. This is, it's exhausting sitting here. This is day 3 of my recovery from Sunday, and actually, although my heart rate variability is still stuck on 3 out of 10, so I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday is what I'm trying to say, which if I compare this to about a year ago, it would have, after a long day on Sunday, it would have taken me to about day 5 to feel like this. So that's really good progress in a year, and that's all down to my drug Abilify, which I have written about on my blog, so you can check it out on there. I will leave the link in the description. But yeah, in a minute I'm going to open something really exciting. So I'm just opening the package to show you. Oh, I don't know if I can. There we go. Oh, let's see. This is the exciting package I was talking about. I don't want to damage what's inside. There we go. So a few weeks ago I went up to London because I won a makeover and photo shoot, and you can probably tell what's coming from that. They gave me a canvas with one of my favourite photographs on. So I haven't seen this yet, obviously, so let's have a look. Ta-da! me with my glittery walking stick. What do you think, Mum?
Lovely,
Yeah?
lovely, yeah.
For some reason in my head I thought it was going to come that way around, but it's come that way. Oh, yeah. Do you think that would look nice on my wall? Do you think that's a nice one?
Very
I don't
nice.
know now I've chosen it.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. Look nice up there on that wall.
Oh, well, we found a place for it then, haven't we? I will put some of the other photographs from the photo shoot into the vlog, but if you go onto my Instagram you can see a whole load of other ones. But yeah, what a lovely surprise.
You want me to say something? I come up with nothing. Maybe we can talk until we figure out a topic.
So the reason I actually chose this one was because I wanted to capture a moment in time with my walking stick. Like, I did this while I was ill and disabled, but also it's a bit fun because I'm not holding the stick in a traditional way. So yeah, I think it's going to take a bit of time to get used to having myself on a canvas that big, and I might put it in this guest room.
I might put it in my bedroom. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, there you can all see me in the canvas. So that was a very exciting delivery today. So I've just come to sit in my chair in my bedroom as I was feeling up to just sitting in my chair with my blind up, and thought I'd have a cup of coffee and just finish listening to my podcast. I'm listening to the Diary of a CEO, where they talk about AI. It's really interesting, really fascinating. And I've just done my heart rate monitor. Unfortunately, it's still stuck at 3, which is fine, but I am feeling a bit more stable today, so I thought I would try for my activity the morning sitting in my chair, and it's really lovely with the sun coming in, sitting drinking my coffee. I have finished listening to my podcast. It wasn't very long, the end, so I had a little rest, and now I'm just editing my next vlog, which will have been out by the time this one comes out, so I will of course add the link so that you can link to it, or wait until you finish watching this one and then go back and watch it, but I'll pop that in there. But it's just my vlog all about the Passover and Easter week/weekend, and it's actually really nice to go back and edit it again. It's really lovely, and it was quite a while ago now, so it's nice to look back at it all, and it's a very happy, sunny vlog full of lots of lovely food. It's day 6 of my week in the life vlog, and I did get a good night's or a better night's sleep last night, but my heart rate monitor was still reading at a 3, which was a bit annoying, so I did rest all day, and then I did a little bit more editing on Instagram to make a little trailer or reel, really, for my latest vlog that's going to come out. And then at 5 o'clock it was still really lovely, so I popped outside to have a play on my mobility scooter in the garden as I felt a bit stronger, and it was near the end of the day, so it wouldn't take up too much of my energy and I could go straight back to bed. So yeah, I've just been exploring the garden, looking at all the little flowers that have come out. Mum and I sat and had brownies and fresh mint tea on the terrace, which was really lovely. So yes, day 6, which is the Friday, is turning out. The morning was not so great, but the afternoon/evening is really quite pleasant.
You want me to say something? I come up with nothing. Maybe we can talk until we figure out a topic. Been so long in my head, caught up in my feelings. I've been waiting for something new to happen, and when it happens, I'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens. When it happens, I'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens.
What's really lovely is I've just been looking at all the plants, and behind me you can see all this beautiful honeysuckle is coming out, and it smells absolutely amazing. Like, get a honeysuckle plant in your garden if you can. They're really easy to look after. You just cut them back and then they produce all these beautiful smelling flowers, and honestly, they are just to die for. Day 7 of my weekly vlog, a day in the life. So this is the last day today. Hooray! I only say that because I have enjoyed trying to document it, but it's been a little bit challenging. The great thing about today is I did my heart rate variability monitor, as I do every single day, and most days this week have been 2 or 3, which is like not great. And today I was a 5. Now 10 is the best. I've never been a 10. So 5 is like you're stable, you're good, maybe you can attempt a little bit more today. So I'm really, really happy about that. So I'm just sitting up in bed, I've got my blinds fully up, I've had lunch now, and I'm just deciding what sort of activity I might do this afternoon. And I think I might just take it easy so I can continue to build up my strength, and then later on have some self-care. I think I might be best placed to do that. We'll see how I feel, but otherwise I'm just going to enjoy being able to tolerate the light, put on some music because I can tolerate sound much better at the moment. So yeah, I think I'll just have a really relaxed afternoon and see if at about 5 o'clock I have the energy to do some self-care. So that's today, and I will be sure to update you later on in the day. Quick add into that, if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about with heart rate variability, it's basically how many times your heart beats within a certain period, and then they work out based on your previous day's scores how normal or abnormal it is, whether you're in the parasympathetic nervous system or the sympathetic nervous system, and it study shows that it measures your stress response, so it can tell you how you're feeling if you're not sure, and it really, really helps me with my pacing. Like if I think, oh, can I attempt something or not today, or perhaps I'm supposed to do something and I feel a bit rough, and if my HRV is like a 2 or a 3, I can go, do you know what, I have to cancel. I don't push through because I'm listening to my body, but I'm also getting a scientific confirmation of what's going on, because sometimes with the ME, especially after 16 years, you're like, I really don't know if I can do something today or not. So it's been really, really helpful. I started off using an app called Elite, and I had a heart rate monitor that went across my chest, which is great, but I found that it only really worked if you were healthy. Like it didn't really reflect how I was feeling at all. It just wasn't calibrated to what I needed. So I found another one called Visible, which has been developed for ME and now for long COVID, and there's the free version at the moment, and you just use your finger on your camera, and I measured my heart rate variability both with my finger on my camera and the chest monitor, and like the basic HRV was coming out like the same amount of beats, so it was like 49 or 53, but that was calibrating at different levels, and it was telling me on days, the normal one was telling me on days that I felt really, really awful and I'd had no sleep, that I was completely fine and I could push it harder, and it just didn't make any sense. But then the Visible app was rating me at like 2 or 3, and it was like really reflective of how I felt. So it's definitely more geared towards if you've got a chronic illness. So, and it's free, and you can just stick your finger on the back of your camera, and generally it's very good, and you just do it once a day in the morning at the same time while you're still in bed, and it gives you a really good guide. So if anybody wants to check that out, it's called Visible, and it's available on Android and app. This is not a sponsored post, I just have been finding it really useful, and looking into HRV was actually recommended to me by my fatigue physio, and I found this better app myself. So yes, I just thought I would add that in because I know I've been talking about it a bit, this week, and some of you might not know what on earth I've been going on about. Waiting for my mum to come up and help me have a shower and help wash my hair, as my friend and her husband and her baby are coming over tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that, but haven't had my hair washed for a week, which is completely fine. Often it's much longer, and actually it's still okay-ish, but I reckon tomorrow it would probably need a wash, so going for that today because there's no way I can manage a shower and a friend visit on the same day. So that's the end of day 7. Plot twist. I actually then got too tired to have a shower and a hair wash, so although day 7 has been a good day, just the end of the day was just the wrong time for me to shower and hair wash, etc. So Mum will probably have to help me wash a little bit in the morning, which is fine. We'll just do that sitting up in bed, and I'm sure I can sort my hair out into something presentable. So that is probably the last entry for day 7. There we go. It just says, always aim for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. And I just have that hanging up in my bathroom, and it's really lovely just to see that every time I come in. Technically this is Sunday again, so it's day 8. So I have filmed the week. I'm not going to film today because that makes it more than a week with me, but I just wanted to film the outro today because I realised I didn't do it yesterday, and Mum got me up and washed and dressed because I have a friend coming over today, so it was the perfect opportunity just to film the last clip of us spending a week with me. I think that's what I'm going to call the vlog, although I'll play around with that. I haven't rewatched any of the footage, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. I hope it's been really interesting for you. I hope I've managed to get different viewpoints in on my better days. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's actually been quite a challenge, although I tried to keep the hard work minimal because otherwise it just wouldn't be enjoyable for me. But yeah, getting out the camera every day and being brave and not being my best every day on film wasn't the easiest of things to do, but if this video goes out, then I will definitely be glad that I did it because I will be showing it to the world and I'll be quite proud of that. So yes, that's an average-ish week for me at the moment that you've seen, like the better parts. So I hope you found it interesting and you've enjoyed watching, and leave me a little comment below saying what you liked, what you might like to see in the next vlog, because I'm trying to branch out a bit and do different things to what I have been doing. So if there's anything you'd like to see, or if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please just let me know, because I'm really enjoying making vlogs. I think it's been about 10 months I've been doing it now, and look, amazingly I've got over 1,000 views in total on all my vlogs, which I'm just like completely shocked about. But I'm not really doing it for the views, I'm doing it just for me, and if people enjoy watching them, that is just a whole nother bonus level, if you like. So thank you so much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one. Not entirely sure what the next one will be yet, as I'm filming this probably in advance of a couple of other vlogs, but yes, hopefully the next one will be maybe an out of the house vlog. Anyway, see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.
We'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens.
Hello everybody.